Hey everyone, welcome to this yoga flow. I'm Courtney with Harmony Health and Fitness. In today's flow, we'll be working our way into quite a few twists. So if you're at home and you have a couple of yoga blocks available, let's grab those to support us into our postures. Let's remember to always listen to our own bodies, honoring ourselves every step of the way. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you on our mats. Let's go ahead and make our way down onto our mats and find a comfortable position for ourselves. Feel free to wiggle in, maybe adjusting our hair or our shirts to make sure that we can fully calm the nervous system. Let's just begin by taking a few breaths in and out. We might even take a few heavy sighs just to symbolize this arrival onto our mat here today. We can begin to bring our breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. As we flow through our yoga practice today, always remembering to let go of competition, judgment, and expectation of ourselves. Let's honor our bodies every step of the way and make sure that each posture is serving us. Always feeling free to make any adjustments to make the movement a little more comfortable for our bodies. Let's see if we can float this breath just a little higher each time. Feeling that breath float through our bodies, maybe up to rib cage or chest, and then flowing it back down again, out the tips of the toes. We might start to bring a visual or a color into this breath. Imagining a wave or a beautiful turquoise color, whatever's popping into our mind's eye. Letting that color or visual float a little higher up with every breath in. And without any pause, flowing that soft, calming breath back down again. Feel this wave style of breath come up towards the brain and back down again, out the tips of the toes. Imagine that wave coming up and down, gently soothing and cooling our minds and bodies as we prepare for our yoga practice today. Let's bring our knees back up through center. We'll extend one arm long above the head and roll onto that arm that's extended to cushion the head. We'll use our top hand to push our way up and get settled into a seated position. From here, we'll take our right arm over to the right side and take a big expression with the left arm up and over into lateral flexion of the spine. Taking left hand down to our mats or to the ground and big reach up and over with the right arm. Continuing on, right arm comes down, left arm reaches. Let's revolve the rib cage open up towards the ceiling. Switching, coming through center, big reach and a big opening down the right side of the body. Switching it up, reach up and away from the hip, creating space down the left side. Left hand down, right arm reaches, coming back through neutral, We'll rise both arms powerfully above the head. Take the left hand across to right knee, right hand behind for length of the spine. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, we twist. Belly, rib cage, chest, maybe neck. Inhale, we rise. Find length through the spine and exhale into this beautiful twist. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Let's hold this twist here and keep breathing. Let's just see if we can send some breath right down into the belly, feeling that rise and fall of the whole upper body. Beautiful work. Let's come back through neutral. We'll rise both arms up to the sky again, this time bringing right hand across to left knee for seated twist other side. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, we rise. Left hand helps us find our length. Exhale, we twist. Inhale to rise. Exhale, we twist. Belly, rib cage, chest, maybe neck. Inhale to rise. Exhale to twist. On this next twist, let's hold here, taking a few big breaths back into the belly. Feel that beautiful rhythm of breath, the rise and the fall. Let's come back through neutral here. Let's cross the opposite ankle in front of the other, always moving and warming in alignment. Reach both arms up to the sky. Left hand comes across to right knee. Back hand comes behind, little twist. Inhale, we rise. Going to the opposite side, little twist here. Here's our moving spinal twist, going from side to side. Letting our bodies guide us. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale into twist. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, twisting belly, rib cage, chest, maybe neck. Inhale, we rise. Let's come back to neutral here. Opening up the arms, crossing left on top of the right. We'll come into a forward fold, placing both palms on the floor or mat ahead of us. This forward fold to the spot that feels good for us today. Let's breathe here. Pretending to look to the belly button, a nice rounding through the spine. Looking ahead, taking a moment to come up, and just slowly making our way onto all fours. In all fours, our shoulders come above the wrists, our hips wiggle in above the knees for a nice sturdy top of the table, with the option of crossing left ankle above the right. If you know cat-cow, feeling free to go ahead. If you're with me, let's lift the tailbone up to the sky, saddle the back and drop the belly, shine the heart ahead, looking forward. Then we soften our elbows into cat posture, tucking the tail, rounding the spine, looking back towards the belly. Softening elbows, swooping the back, dropping the belly, lifting the tail, heart and eyes are ahead. Softening the elbows and rolling up into cat posture, looking back to the belly, spine is rounded, tailbone lifted. Let's do one more cow posture here. And then find our neutral spine. With our ankles still crossed or not, we'll walk the hands one step further ahead, press into the balls of the right foot, float the knees and come far away from the wrist for our first downward facing dog. We can lift and drop the heels a couple of times, feeling free to untwist the ankles if there's any discomfort here. Our wrists and arms are nice and long as we roll and forward to plank, dropping the knees here. In all fours, we'll take some giant hip circles, just letting everything go here. I like to call this listening, breathing, feeling, and letting go. Just letting yourself circle, lose yourself in the moment. Let your head do what feels good. Last one here. And we'll meet back in a neutral position, all fours. If we'd like, we can cross the opposite ankle on top this time and move our way back into cat posture. Inhale to hold. Exhale to flow into cow. Inhale to hold cow. Exhale to glide our way up into cat posture. Feel the lower back and hips opening. On our exhale, let's move to cow. Inhale to hold. Exhale to move. Let's take our time and feel all the sensation of the body completely present here. Moving our way back to neutral spine, walking the hands one step further, coming onto the ball of the left foot this time, pressing the tailbone up to the sky for downward facing dog, pedaling out those heels, lifting and rising. Feel all the sensation in the body in down dog. Wrists and arms, underarms are long. Head drops towards the ground. Draw forward into plank and then dropping the knees gently. We'll walk back to all fours. Here's our big circles. Option to come into cat posture first before we circle. Yogi's choice here. Following big breaths, maybe inhale on the top half of the circle and exhale as we draw the bottom towards the heels. Couple more, just breathe and lose yourself in this beautiful moment. Coming back to neutral here, uncrossing the heels. Let's walk our hands one step further ahead, drawing our body weight forward for kneeling plank. Rib cage and belly are strong, we look ahead. Lowering down using chaturanga, we'll then lift up into a little cobra. Hands can stay on the mat for a gentle press, and then let's all make our way back for a long child's pose. Feeling that great sense of accomplishment here. Breathing deeply. We might take some adjustments to our child's pose, maybe opening the knees a little wider, softening the elbows. Beautiful. Let's look ahead. We'll simply walk our hands over to the right side. Find that perfect stretch down the left side of the body and bring the forehead back down in between the arms. Feel free to use a block here. Let's breathe deeply into the left side of the body. Feeling down the left arms, underarms, side body and into left hip. And this lovely lateral stretch. Let's look ahead and walk our hands over to the left side. Finding that right stretch down the right side of the body. Forehead comes back down to the block or to a mat. And we breathe deeply down the right side of the body. Feeling the side body really open up here. Staying connected to our breath and how it opens the body up. Let's look ahead. Walking back through center, we're going to glide our way forward and just gently drop our bottom down to the mat. Slowly lowering our way down, little by little. Maybe a big stretch here. Let's bring the right knee into the chest. for a couple of little rocks from side to side. We'll draw our arms out into a big T and drop the right knee across the body towards the left side. Let's make a little adjustment to stack right hip above left hip, giving us more range of motion, possibly taking a glance to right side in supine spinal twist. Let's breathe deeply here, just noticing where we feel the openings, creating space in our body. Let's relax the face, shoulders, hips and glutes. Just noticing if we're popped up onto that left glute, and if so, relaxing into the mat a little deeper. One more big breath in and out. Let's make our way back to a neutral spine. Big reach above the head. A nice well-deserved stretch as we extend the legs. And then bending through both knees, planting both feet. Press into the feet, float the bum, and imprint the spine by lowering down vertebra by vertebra. Left knee comes into the chest for a couple of rocks from side to side, right leg long. Open the arms to a T, and let's drift left knee across the body towards the right side, making a little adjustment to stack left hip above right. Bringing left shoulder blade back down towards the mat, possibly a glance to left hand. Notice where we feel the openings, noticing how good it feels to stretch in this way after our detoxifying twist today. Relaxing the face, rib cage and belly. And just noticing if we're popped up on the hips or glutes. And just letting ourselves fall into the security of our mat. One more big breath in and out. And we'll make our way onto our backs. Neutral spine. Let's draw the knees into the chest. Little rock from side to side, gentle grasp of the shins. Planting our lower back into our mat for safety of the spine. And then let's extend our bodies out into final relaxation. Let's take a moment to get comfortable here. If you'd like, you can grab a sweater or socks or a blanket. Feel free to make any adjustment of our clothes or our hair or anything else to allow this time and this space for our nervous system, our mind, our body, our spirit to fully relax. Let's come back into those calm, soothing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If we liked wave style breath, let's come back into that, taking our next inhale as a sip of breath from the tips of the toes. Let the breath travel up the body and back down again with little to no pause. Keep going. Maybe we come back into that visual or that color, watching that wave travel up the body with a calming, soothing sensation and back down again. Let's begin to invite some movement back into our bodies. Maybe this is a big reach and a stretch, or just some circling of the ankle and wrist joints. We'll bring the knees into a bending position, plant the feet, and roll to whichever side feels more comfortable. Take a big breath in and out. before we slowly come up to a seated position. Settling in. Let's bring the hands to heart center. May the light in me shine with the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye for now.
Thanks so much for joining us for that yoga flow. I hope your body is feeling amazing after all of those detoxifying twists. For more information on all of our other yoga and fitness programs, check out harmonyhealthandfitness.ca. We hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much for coming.